In this video, we're going to be reviewing how to use the equation editor on PowerPoint to create fractions, exponents, and all the things you're going to be needing for creating your own PowerPoint presentation. So just to remind you that you can only access the equation editor on the desktop version of PowerPoint. If you are using Google Slides, it's not going to work. So you do have to have PowerPoint downloaded into your computer. So we're going to be reviewing how to make fractions nice and pretty instead of typing them out, as you can see here. So these are easy to read. It is 3 over 5 plus 7 over 8. But when you use the equation editor, it makes it look a little bit more professional. So to go ahead and do that, you are going to go to the Insert tab in PowerPoint. And then you're going to go look for the word symbols. So Insert Symbols. Don't click the actual symbols. Click the drop-down menu. And then you're going to look for the word equation. Again, don't press the actual equation. We're going to go and look for the drop-down menu. And then it gives you very commonly used equations. But since we're not looking for any of those, we're going to press Insert New Equation. Once you do this, there's going to be a blank box where you can type things out. And you have so many symbols to use and so many different formats that you can use to type your equation, whatever you are trying to type out in your slide. Now, in this certain problem, I have two fractions, so I am going to use the fraction bar, but be very careful that you're actually in the equation box. If you type somewhere else, the equations formats disappear. So you do have to press the little box there, and then you go to equation, and you can access these templates again. So since I have a fraction here, I'm going to go ahead and press the fraction. There's different fraction formats that you can use, but we're going to go ahead and use this one here. And then all you have to do is manually press the numerator, which is the number on top, and you could type that there, and then press the denominator and type your denominator. Now, if you're going to go ahead and put something next to it, you do have to use your right arrow to move around. If you double click it too many times, it comes out of the equation editor, so it highlights it when you're inside the box. So here I'm going to go ahead and put a space. I'm going to put plus, put another space. When I'm ready to put another fraction, I just go back to equation, and then I could type in another fraction. So 7, and then I could use the arrows or manually click it, and there you go. Okay, so again, this is the equation editor, how you use it to go ahead and write a fraction much prettier. Now, in the equation editor, you can also use it to write exponents nice and pretty. This is the symbol that we use commonly in our calculators or when we're typing exponents by hand without the equation editor. But here we're going to see that the equation editor lets us also type exponents in a prettier manner. So the process is the same. We're going to go ahead and press Insert, drop-down menu in Symbols, the drop-down menu in Equation. Again, we don't need any of these. We just press Insert New Equation. Now, since in this one I have an exponent, I'm going to go ahead and click here. And then this is the one that we use for exponents, the word script. That means that it's going to give you two boxes, one which is the base, which in this case is the 3, and then one that's going to be the exponent, which in this case is the 7. If you notice, there's so many different formats, but right now I just need the simplest one. So here I could go ahead and put the 3, and here I can go ahead and put the 7. And look at that. This looks way prettier than that right there. Okay, now the question is, what if I want to combine both of these? I want to put an exponent in a fraction. Something like this, right? I have 3 to the 4th power divided by, and I have parentheses, 5 plus 3 to the 2nd power. So you can do that the same procedure. So insert, symbols, equation, insert new equation. Now here, this is a huge problem. So I'm going to go ahead and start by creating my fraction. So I'm going to go ahead and put fraction, create my fraction. Now on the top in the numerator, I have an exponent. So before I start typing the 3, I actually have to put the exponent first. So I'm going to go ahead and create that. Now I can put the 3 to the 4th power. Now in my denominator, I have parentheses, but I also have an exponent. So you start by placing the exponent first. I come here, I create the exponent box. Now here we have parentheses. So if you notice, there's a whole set for all of these different grouping symbols. So I'm going to put parentheses, and then I could put the 5 plus 3, and then in the exponent, I could put it 2. And again, hopefully you agree with me that this is much prettier and easier to read than what we have here. Keep in mind that for your project in the slides where you do have mathematical work, you're expected to use the equation editor instead of actually typing your work like this. Okay, so if you do have any questions on how to use the equation editor, please reach out to us and we'll help you. We'll guide you through the steps.